Blue are well known for their quality yet affordable microphones and headphones, but they felt that they needed to produce not only a more affordable, but also a physically smaller version of their exceptionally popular Yeti microphone, which is what we're having a look at today, the Yeti Nano. Throughout this review, I'll be recording audio from both the Nano and from my usual recording equipment, and I'll flip between the audio to give you a rough idea of what it sounds like. The Yeti Nano looks, well, pretty much like a smaller version of the original Yeti. It's a condenser microphone which features dual 14mm capsules which are proprietary to Blue. This is where we see the first departure from the original Yeti, as the bigger brother had 3 capsules. The overall design looks high quality and very sturdy. The metallic grey paint finish is smooth to the touch and very well done. There is what seems to be some kind of chrome-plated accent, possibly made out of plastic, which does look a little on the cheap side, but overall it's an inoffensively attractive design. On the front we've got a volume knob, which also allows you to adjust the volume output from the headphone jack, and pressing this button will also mute the microphone. A handy little LED ring is used to help indicate whether or not the mic is muted. Over on the rear is nothing more than a selector switch, which is used to flip between the omnidirectional and cardioid pickup pattern. Here we've got also 2 little LEDs which show you which mode is selected. This is where we see another difference between the Nano and the original Yeti, as the Yeti had 2 additional pickup modes. The lack of these extra modes is probably due to the exclusion of the 3rd capsule. Flipping the whole thing over to check out the bottom reveals the micro USB input, the tripod mounting threads, as well as the 3.5mm headphone jack. The microphone has quite a lot of travel within the stand, but for the most part this will be of very little use. As the stand is rather minuscule, the mic will be tilted up for most scenarios when using the stand in order to get the best sound capturing. Using the Yeti Nano is rather straightforward, as you just plug it into your Mac or PC and then fire up your favorite audio recording program or app. You can also download the Blue Sherpa app, which will allow you to upgrade the firmware and adjust and monitor the recording and playback levels. Overall, the Blue Yeti Nano is an easy to use mic which comes with a reasonable price tag of just $100. It performs reliably and sounds pretty good if you orientate it properly. These types of mics, especially in cardioid mode, require you to talk straight on and into the side. In this case, the side being where the headphone volume control / mute button is. You also need to be fairly close to it to get it to sound its best and to minimize how much environmental noise it picks up. The biggest issue here is just with the size. Because it's so small, you either have to elevate it or you have to talk down into it. Or, of course, the other alternative would be to use a broadcast boom. Overall, I think I'd say this about the Yeti Nano. It offers a very decent value and it performs respectably considering its mere $100 price tag. The question you would probably be asking yourself is whether to get the Nano or the original larger Yeti. Well, that's going to depend on a few things. First, what's the price difference? You can often find the original Yeti coupled with various bundles for around $120. So would the Nano be worth that $20 saving? Well, it might, but the original Yeti, because it's larger, allows you to address the mic in perhaps a more natural manner. This is of course only valid if we're talking about keeping the mic planted on your desk. If, however, your setup consists of a boom arm, then you can orientate the Nano to exactly where you need it to be, in which case the extra height of the original Yeti would be of little to no use. In that case, I think the Yeti Nano is a great little mic which offers a quick and affordable way of upgrading your audio recording, especially if you're just getting into streaming, making podcasts, or voiceovers. So that brings us to the end of this review. Thank you so much for watching. Please do let me know down below what do you guys think of the audio when I switch between the recording samples. As always, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.